The car market is in big trouble right now. According to Edmunds.com, 24.2% of Americans who traded in their vehicle towards a new vehicle, they were upside down. They were stuck like Chuck. And this is a big issue because if you didn't know, just a few years ago, 2020, 2021, 22, people paid the most for these vehicles, used and new. If you remember, there weren't many new cars on any dealership, so dealerships took full advantage of the customers. They were charging markups, all these BS things. And then you have used vehicles that skyrocketed. So used vehicles with miles and not so good conditions were selling more than a new car. It made absolutely no sense. It was a once in a lifetime situation, and it happened because simply supply and demand. And at the end of the day, the used cars were the worst situation because people were buying these used cars and they were getting, people were getting upside down. Even new at the end of the day because markups or even paying MSRP for a car that's worth a lot less just 3 or 2 years later. So you have all these people so upside down because they paid the most. And it's crazy because I sold cars during 2022 and it was even a problem then. People were upside down then, even when cars were at the highest of the high. Because you got to understand, these dealerships are going to take full advantage. Anytime they get a customer, they want to make as much profit as they want to make it all, generally speaking. And they will get these people stuck like Chuck anytime. So even before, the pandemic or whatever, that was a problem then, during, and definitely after, because now you have car prices plummeting. They're falling off a roof. And the problem is you have all these people who paid the most ever for new and used now trying to trade in their vehicle. Oh, wait, it's worth this much. Oh, crap, I'm upside down big time. And that's becoming a huge issue now, and it's actually crazy. And then you have, credit card debt. People are $6,000 plus that's the average. Over $6,000 in credit card debt for the average American. That's insane. That's a lot of money you owe on your car. You owe your credit card. The average car payment goes up and up. And then you have also car repossession rate is going up as well. So you have all these things going up, and they're not good when it comes to the economy wise. So it's pretty interesting. Car dealers are definitely struggling, but they put their customers in this situation at the end of the day. 24.2% of them are upside down, and that's surprisingly low for me. I was expecting to see more because you have to understand, just a few years ago, people were paying the highest prices ever, and honestly, people still are. There's some dealers still in 2024 that have market adjustments. You have to be kidding me. I can't believe it. I scratch my head and wonder, how is that possible? In 2024, 2 years ago, it still wasn't cool to do. I never worked at a dealership that did do that. It's just like, what? It just doesn't make any sense. And now they're still trying to hold on to it. It's like, come on, you can't do that anymore. That was when you didn't have any cars and it was still not right. Now you're still trying to do it, and it's just hilarious. But that's the thing. You had manufacturers that lowered any sort of incentives or rebates across the board. And then you have dealers that sold generally less cars than they normally did in a volume year, but they made a record profit because per deal, they were raking it in. They were raking it in the finance. They were raking it in when it comes to the front end gross profit. So it was just a horrible deal for the customer. And so we have a bunch of customers screwed upside down. And these are only the ones trying to trade in. I can't imagine the ones that aren't yet. But this is going to be a big issue for the next few years. It's just people are so upside down. I'm assuming the realistic number, to be honest, is probably over 50% of customers driving around with an auto loan are upside down. In my opinion, of course, I don't have any facts for that. But in my opinion, 50% of customers you see driving around with an auto loan, and probably even more, they are upside down. And it's pretty sad. And what are they going to do? You're upside down on a car loan, and then you have to buy an additional product like gap insurance, and that's $1,500, $2,000, $800, whatever it costs. It's still an additional product that if you have the money, and that's the crazy part about it is the people who can afford to pay the most pay the least. It's just how it is. They get the better rates. They don't need the gap. It is what it is, and it's how the world works. So you have to be smart with your money. Don't be stupid with it. A car is always a depreciating asset. Just know that. Be smart with your money. And I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but I wouldn't spend a bunch of money on a car because it is a depreciating asset. Every bit of that payment is going bye-bye, and you probably won't ever see it again. And you'll see a very small amount of it back. Let's put it that way, generally speaking. So Just be smart with it. And hey, guys, it's crazy. If you're upside down, it's a scary situation because what do? You know, all you can really do is just keep making that payment if you can. Try to get out of it. Also, try to pay it off. You know, Dave Ramsey, get rid of the car debt. It's always a good thing. But again, none of this is financial advice. Let me know what you think. Leave your comment. Have a great day and stay blessed.